Pretend Farmer Girl, and sorry about I don't really have a good setup for my camera anymore. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to pressure can a whole chicken. I just made a video on how to cut up a whole chicken. I ended up cutting up two. The first one, I hadn't cut up a chicken in years, so it was kind of a disaster. But the second one was okay, but I'm just going to show you how I pressure can a whole chicken. And I got a good deal. It was in the freezer. It had been in the freezer for quite a long time. And the nice thing about pressure canning chicken is you just pull it out. It's cooked. It's like instant, like buying it from the store already cooked. But here it's controlled. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pack it as full as I can, and I'm going to add a little bit of Celtic sea salt. I'm not going to add much because when I cook I want to season it, so I don't want to start out with the chicken really salty. So here's I'm going to put in the thighs, the wings. Here's the wings that I just cut up. And I will put in 2 thighs. And where's my other thigh? Here's another thigh. And let's see if a leg will fit. Will the leg fit? The reason looks like I'm going to go with one leg. So there is one. Next one is, let me see, I think I'll put the legs in. 2 legs in. One upside down, one regular. I will put the wing in. And 2 thighs. It needs to be at least 1 inch below the top. So I might rethink that. This is how the first one was. I might rethink that and whether I want it to be that full, because it's going to cook down. Yeah, I think I'm going to leave that one out. I'll put a wing in here. A wing in that one. Do I have another wing? I don't have another wing. So I think I'm just going to go with those 2. Now I am going to put the botched cut up leg with a thigh down there, and I'm going to just cut up the back. The reason I'm going to put it, there's not tons of meat on the back, but at least it'll make a really good broth. So I'm just gonna do that. And again, since I'm not serving this, we're just going to cook it, pressure can it to get the meat off of. I'm not too concerned on how it looks, which is a good thing because it's not looking pretty. Now for the chicken breast, since this is all white meat, I think I'm just going to give them their own, both their own jar, and I know it probably would seem wasteful to put just that little bit in the jar by itself, but I think it's gonna come out good. And again, leaving it on the bone like this when you pressure can it allows all the goodness from the bones to come through, because it's going to be let me see, pressure canned for 75 minutes I believe, and when it's all done you'll see how good that looks. So here is chicken breast going in there. I think I'm going to be able to get a whole full chicken breast in one. Good. And I'll get this other chicken breast in here. Hopefully, there we go. Alright. It's messy, but I'm pretend farmer girl. So I'm going to get the jars set up. Actually, I can add the salt real quick. You can use up to a teaspoon, but this is pretty dense Celtic sea salt. You can see it. It's really good with minerals. So I'm just going to put a teeny, this is a half of a teaspoon, and I'm just going to kind of put maybe more like a 1/4 teaspoon in each one. And then you don't add any liquid to it. because it will make its own broth, and man, the broth is going to be delicious. So let me get it set up.